voel okay. What would Wellness Warehouse want you to eat? Hi guys, and welcome to Arlene's Rendezvous. Today I visit Clearwater Mall in Roodepoort, where Wellness Warehouse, in collaboration with Zando, is celebrating a healthier lifestyle. Proving that kale chips can be consumed without making it look like you're touching an electric fence, this dynamic duo declares green is good. Now, as an endurance racer, you have learned many principles. Which principles of endurance racing can you apply in life?
I think the most important thing is being an endurance athlete is that you have to have a very strong mind. So one thing I tell people is you've got to be persistent. You must never give up. You've always got to try and achieve that end goal. And that for us is reaching the finish line, but in life it's the same thing. Whatever goal you're aiming to achieve, you need to keep moving to try and get there.
Yeah. Now, on your website, you mentioned that all athletes are different and people reach goals at different paces. How would you say does emotional stability play a role in that?
Very, very important. I mean, if somebody's going through a rough time emotionally, whether it's financial issues, relationship issues, work issues, whatever it is, it plays on your mind as an athlete, and it generally limits your ability to perform. Because you need to be focused during any endurance event. You need to have complete mental focus, and anything that's going to sidetrack you from that focus is going to impact you in a negative manner. And we see that. That's why a lot of top athletes actually go to sports psychologists, try to get their mind right before events, and I think it's a very critical part, probably one of the most critical parts of being an endurance athlete.
Now, Wellness Warehouse obviously is filled with a lot of product and stuff, but which wellness do you think will people find in the warehouse, in the shop itself?
Sure. There's such a broad range of products here. You know, I was looking at the blenders that they've got, and to me, I don't believe a kitchen is complete without a blender.
No.
Everything else is an add-on, but I mean, I love my blender. I make every single thing in there that possibly could be made, and I believe, to me, that's the number one. The rest are all add-ons. But I mean, as far as products go or foods go, there's such a variety to choose from, and I mean, keep it natural, keep it clean. I think that's the way to go.
Now, sometimes I feel like I'm just eating in general, but today you spoke about relaxed eating versus stress eating. What is the difference? Is there a difference? How do we fix it?
Okay, huge difference between relaxed and stressed eating. And I just love the concept of relaxed eating because our body goes into a parasympathetic nervous system, which primes our gut and our whole body for digestion, assimilation. Okay, so when we eat and we're stressed, what happens to our body is that we store weight, we store fat, we don't build muscle, and we don't absorb the nutrients.
Wow.
However, if we eat when we're relaxed, we are able to lose weight, we are able to release fat, we are able to use the nutrients from our food. And so it's just a whole different cycle. Stress versus relaxed eating is just completely opposite to each other.
What is your slogan in life?
My slogan in life is, if you can't do everything, don't do nothing, do something, anything.
Okay. Now, what are some of the treats that people experience today, apart from the really amazing brownies?
Wow, okay, so the brownies were very good. We had a few touch points, and that was really important for me. So we had an interesting space where it wasn't one large open space. There was a lot of aisles, and we had a few nooks and crannies, so we wanted to use that to our advantage. So we thought, why not have a few touch points from head to toe? So we had something like a masseuse that was here doing neck and shoulders, which is fabulous. We had mini facials happening, and we just had little tasters all around the venue, from warm drinks to fresh pressed to chocolate brownies to something a little more healthy. It was just an entire body collaborative and experience. Yeah.
Now, for people who haven't visited Zando, maybe live under a rock or with no Wi-Fi, why should people visit Zando?
Wow. There's so many different things that I could say, but I think most definitely, and for me as a consumer, speaking from a consumer angle, I would say it would be our service delivery. Zando, we spend our time and our efforts instead of just doing marketing, more in our service delivery. So what does that mean? That means owning your last mile. We're the only online fashion brand that owns the last mile, meaning that we have our own drivers. So we have our own Zando branded drivers that will come and drop off the goods at your doorstep, which is why it's quicker. You're a priority. Instead of having a few million things to drop off that day, you are the priority. So it gets to you quickly and safely.
I want to ask you, as a representative of Wellness Warehouse, what is your definition of wellness?
Well, wellness is being a balanced person. It's having all those little right ingredients of sleeping, eating healthy, doing your exercise, and having a good social life.
Now, there's a common misperception that eating healthy isn't lekker or tasty. Is that true, or do you think Wellness Warehouse can change that?
I think 10 years ago, yes, it was true. We all had that idea of something healthy is not just looks green and ugly on my plates. But with where the trends are today and Wellness Warehouse, they've actually put back the tastiness in something that's also nutritional. I mean, you can eat a brownie and a muffin here and you don't need to walk out and feel, oh my word, I'm going to pick up the kilos now and I need to go gym it off. It's actually got nutrition in it, so yes.
How would you convince the public, for someone that doesn't know Wellness Warehouse, to just pop in, have a look at all the products? How would you do that?
I think a key thing is our cafe. If you really want a tasty something to eat that's nutritional, something to drink, pop in. And also we've got products here that you don't get it anywhere. And I know it's always the online shopping and all of this, but pop in, everything's right here. And that's going to be our approach. Is that what you're looking for will be at Wellness.
Guys, that is unfortunately all I have for today's episode. If anything, I learned to eat slower. Just eat slower. Take your time. Green is good, so we'll just pack some more green ones on here. I want to especially thank Wellness Warehouse for today's opportunity. And I encourage you to go onto Zando. Just some butter. Yes, please. Go into Zando, order something online. The world is your oyster. Green oyster. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe. The one there. Yeah, see you on the next one. Another one here. Okay. Is here a takeaway?